Continuing with our Fatal Frame Facts series, let's kick this one off by continuing the trend of main protagonists and look at some facts related to our favourite gifted pianist, Minazuki Luca from Fatal Frame 4. 1. Luca is 17 in Fatal Frame 4. Because the events of the game take place in 1989, this means she was born in 1972. Chronologically, this doesn't make her the youngest main protagonist up until this point, however, as Mio from Fatal Frame 2 still has her beat, being born a year later. 2. Luca's first name is written using the characters for flow or stream, and song, which is rather fitting for a game that focuses largely on music and the effect it can have on one's soul. 3. Her last name, Minazuki, means the 6th month of the lunar calendar, and the characters used in it mean the month without water. It's thought that this month, typically referred to as June now, was so called because it was during the time that rice fields would need to be watered, as it aligns more closely to the hot and dry July of the solar calendar. Either way, it follows the rainy season, so make of that what you will. 4. Luca's father's surname, however, is Yomotsuki. The characters that make up this name are the 4 cardinal directions, so north, east, south, and west, and month. But interestingly, this combination as a name isn't really seen anywhere outside of this game. Through all my searching, pretty much just Fatal Frame and a BL creator were the only things that came up. And if you're wondering why all these surnames have month in them, that's because the character for month in Japanese is the same character for moon. And of course, the moon plays a massive role in this game. 5. Luca is voiced by Noto Mamiko. She's another of those voice actors who has been in seemingly everything over the years. And if I tried to read even half of her works out, we'd be here all day. But chances are very, very good you've heard her somewhere else before. And because the 4th game never got an English dub, there's no English voice actor for her yet. 6. As we discover through the game, Luca was born on Rogetsu Island, the exact location of which is unknown, but it's said to be somewhere south of the main island of Japan. This island is known to be close to the other side, and as such, there has long been a Shinto ritual on the island known as the Rite of Descent that's performed on the night of the lunar eclipse, once every 10 years. As a child, Luca was unfortunate enough to take part in a failed rite that wiped her memories and almost killed her. 7. Luca was infected with the local disease, Moonlight syndrome, when she was just a child. Her father, a mask maker, forced her to try on different masks. Different masks would have different effects, depending on how they were fashioned. And one of these masks her father created unfortunately had a negative effect on her, causing her to become infected with the Moonlight disease. 8. Luca's mother, Sayaka, was a descendant of the Rogetsu Island Guardians. These were a group of shrine maidens from the island who were spiritually and musically gifted, and it was their job to help prepare and oversee the Rite of Descent. These guardians were able to hear people's moon sounds, a unique sound that each person's soul possesses. And it was the disruption of this sound that caused Moonlight syndrome to happen. They were also able to play the moon song, designed to calm the moon as it resonated. And although the Guardians had basically died out by the time of the game, Sayaka, being the only person still alive who knew that song, taught it to Luca as a child, although she didn't inform her what exactly that song was. This, of course, means Luca is descended from those Guardians as well. 9. After her Moonlight syndrome manifested, Luca attended Rogetsu Hall, the local hospital run by the Haibara family, specifically to help patients suffering from the local disease. Her room was 308, and in Japanese it was given the title Kangetsu, which means moon viewing. And being that Luca used this room as a child, it has her father's surname on there, Yomotsuki, rather than her mother's surname, which she took after leaving the island as a child. 10. While at the hospital as a child, Luca became friends with Asao Misaki and Tsukimori Madoka. Misaki, of course, is another descendant of the great Dr. Asao, who visited Rogetsu Island many decades earlier. In fact, Hojo Den, yet another descendant of Dr. Asao's from a branch family, muses in some writings that Dr. Asao may have married one of the guardians from Rogetsu Island, who he met during his time there. If so, this would explain, in his words, why some of his descendants seem to possess such strong spiritual powers. If we interpret this as saying that Misaki is specifically one of those descendants, that means that both she and Luca come from the same group of shrine maidens. Although this doesn't mean they are related, just that their ancestors quite possibly were both shrine maidens on the island. And being that Madoka's last name is Tsukimori, which means to protect the moon, people have theorized she might be descended from the guardians as well, making all three girls connected in a way. 11. During her stay at the hospital, Luca undergoes musical therapy in an attempt to combat her Moonlight syndrome. Considering the island's strong connections to music and sound, this isn't surprising, but she reacts horribly to it. And as her diary tells us, I start to remember scary things. 12. As the Rogetsu Kagura is taking place in 1979, Luca and her friends are abducted by Haibara Yo, son of the hospital director. They're made to perform as organs in their attempt at recreating the ancient rite of descent. This means that Luca's moon song is rather strong, as that's one of the requirements for being an organ. 13. During the rite of descent, Luca's mask is that of the vocal, which is depicted with its mouth wide open. In the remaster of the game, you can get this mask as an accessory for her as well. 14. After the failure of the rite, Luca and the other girls lost their memories. They were taken to the Moonglow Cavern in an attempt to stop them from blossoming, and there they remained for over a week. 15. After being rescued from the cavern, Luca's mother moves her away from the island, so they can try to forget about everything that happened. During this time, her Moonlight syndrome doesn't really make an appearance again, until almost a decade later. 16. Luca's camera obscura is one left behind in the Asao Museum inside Rogetsu Hall. This camera was designed by the Good Doctor during his stay on the island, using the same materials they used to make masks there, as he found this increased its power. Once it was done, he donated it to the owner of the hotel, as he had a feeling that, at some point in the future, someone would need the power of that camera. 17. Being the main character of the game, Luca's theme color is yellow, the same as the game itself. This is reflected in her outfit, which was designed to look like something someone might wear to a piano recital, seeing as she's going to spend a lot of time playing pianos and all. 18. In the Wii version of the game, you can unlock 5 different costumes for Luca. 2 yukata, a tube top dress, a uniform, and the Zero suit, based of course on Samus from Metroid. In the remaster, you can unlock 10 outfits, including various yukata, swimsuits, school uniforms, evening wear and a Marie Rose outfit from Dead or Alive, another game made by Koei Tecmo. 19. Like many other main characters in the series, Luca can also be found in the Ghost Camera mode of the 3DS game Spirit Camera. 20. Finally, Luca is the only one of the girls we know for sure survived the events of Fatal Frame 4. 3 of her friends are dead by the start of the game, and Misaki's fate is, at present, still unknown. In one ending, it's assumed she's spirited away, and in the other, she survives. But which ending is the true one has yet to be officially confirmed. And that is 20 facts about Minazuki Luca, the main playable character from Fatal Frame 4. But what did you guys think of this one? Are there any other characters or games you'd like me to explore? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again next time.